All right, Miss Holly, I have your Google form and I'm just gonna show you how to tweak it a little bit and then I'm gonna undo everything so that you can do it on your end because ultimately that's the only way that we learn. Okay. So right here, I see you have it's an untitled form, so we have to make sure that the file has a name instead of untitled form. So you have Ville-Platte Elementary employee information form, which is great. So I'm just gonna put right here. As a matter of fact, this is just for me. VPE employee information. I'll put 2020 to 2021, so we know next year all we have to do is make a copy of it, change the year, and we're good to go. So I type that here. So when I just hover over untitled form and I click in it, the name changes. So now this is the name of my form. So it's not untitled and I'm searching constantly for it. Okay, so you have your name, you have the name of the employee, the address, their email. Something else. I know it's not on that sheet, but we're gonna add it. We're gonna add one thing and we're gonna put birthday. So they can put their birthday there. Phone. What we're gonna do is for each phone number, we're gonna add a new space for them instead of having two phone numbers back to back. And all those spaces in there are gonna throw the whole form off. So we have to make sure we're very specific in what we put in here. So we're going to put phone number and we're going to have that required. As a matter of fact, all of these need to be required because if not, they can skip it and we don't want them to be able to skip anything because we need all of this information. Um, Phone number is required. And then I'm going to come down here and we're going to put additional phone number or make it plural. But we're not going to make that required because they may not have another one. So your spouse's name, we can keep that, but we're only going to put the spouse's name there. And then we're going to add another question and put spouse's phone number. Spouse's phone number. How do I pull? All right, so we're going to have spouse's name and spouse's phone number. And there's a reason, there's a method behind the madness. There's a reason you put everything separate because if not, it's a big jumble mess potentially, especially if there's like a lot of spaces, the spaces come off and things like that. So spouse's employment, same thing here. You only want to put one item per question. Um, Spouse's work phone. We can put that there and automatically selects that. Something I had not been looking at is to see if we have to require it. And to be honest, for the spouse, we're not making that required because not everybody's married. So it's not going to be required. Family doctor, we need that information. So I'm going to X that out. It's family doctor and then family doctor's phone number. I'm going to go there. So that's required. Allergies, this is something that is required. So you're going to put allergies and or conditions in a if none. Okay. Um, Current medications, we're going to make it required because they can put NA if none. Parent's name, same thing here. we're going to, I'm not going to make it required because some individuals, they don't have their parents here. Actually, we'll leave it for now, but really there's no real reason for it. Um, you have to get rid of all those spaces. Parents' phone number and two persons to contact in case of an emergency other than spouse. Parents, this should just be S or spouse. And then they can enter that down there. And that you have to make that required because it forces them to fill it out. And then once you're done with that, you go over it, make sure everything is spelled, make sure the spelling is correct. You make sure the apostrophes are where they need to be. Make sure you didn't miss anything. And then you come to this little theme option. And this is where you can jazz it up a little bit. Like if you decide, oh, it's school or work, I don't know. I want to put, let's just use jelly beans as a theme. So you select jelly beans, you insert, and now you have a jelly bean theme. Change colors, things like that. You can do however you want. So what I'm going to do is I am going to undo everything that I've done if I can, and send this back to you so that you can, tweak it and get it done that way. All right, let me know if you have any questions.